Hi everyone, my name's Jay, and today I'm going to show you how to make this cool audio reactive wave spectrum for your profile picture or avatar in Adobe After Effects. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is just start a new composition. So just go with this here, the HDTV 720, just the standard YouTube setup with I'm just going to choose a white background. And we will drag in our profile picture. So before I started here, all I did was drag in and drop in an audio file in the profile picture into this section here. And the first thing we'll do is just make sure it's aligned. So we can go over to align and go to align horizontally and align vertically just to make sure that it's in the middle. And then we'll click on our profile picture and we'll go up to the top here and select the ellipse tool. And then we'll go up to the left hand corner and holding in the shift key, drag down so we can get our profile picture into this circular area. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is just go up to layer and go to new solid, and we'll just select a black solid layer, but make sure you select the make composition size. Okay, and the next thing we'll do now is just go down to mask and copy, Command C, just copy the mask that was used on the profile picture and go up to black solid and Command V and just paste it in there. But what we'll do is go to mask and go to none under black solid. We'll now go up to the effects and presets section here and look for audio spectrum. And drag and drop it inside the black solid one layer here. And then what we'll do is go up here to path and select mask 1. And if I zoom in here, you can see that it's directly around the profile picture here. So I'll just zoom back out, fit it to the screen. And then if we now go back to the project and go to our audio file, and drag and drop our audio file so that it is above the black solid layer. And then what we're going to do is go to the effects and control section again and click on the black solid layer and then go up to audio layer and go down to our sound file, whatever your audio file is. I've just chosen a generic background music file, but you can put whatever in there. So the first thing we'll look at here is the frequency bands. So if you increase and decrease this here, basically you can see that it just increases and decreases the number of frequency bands. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you, again, the maximum height is just the maximum allowable height of each of the separate bands. Then if we go down to audio offset, this is just the number of milliseconds difference between the movement of the bars on the actual audio file. And the thickness, again, self-explanatory, just increases or decreases the thickness of the bars. And if we go to the softness, you'll have to zoom in to see the difference in this probably, but if you increase or decrease the softness, it looks like this here. It just sort of sharpens the image if you decrease it. I like to keep it quite low. And then if we go to the inside and outside color, again, it's just the inside and outside color of the bars, so you can change it to whatever you want. So if we go to the inside color, we could go to like a cool blue color maybe, like this here, and then maybe the outside could be like a darker blue, like that there, maybe a little bit lighter. Like that, looks pretty cool. And then if we look at I usually just leave the blending overlap thing ticked, and the hue interpolation. So basically this is just the number of colors in the color spectrum that you allow within your design here. So if we rotate it a full 360 degrees, you get the entire essentially color spectrum inside your design, whereas if you keep it close to 0, you're just getting blues, and then you'll move slowly into purples and then reds and so on. So I'll just keep it quite low. The dynamic hue, phase and color symmetry you just leave selected. And then if we go to digital, you can also go to analog lines, which looks pretty cool, or you could go to analog dots. But I prefer digital. And then if you go to side A and B, so if you just choose side A, then this is basically just all of the bars that are inside the image, or if you go to side B, it's all of the bars that are outside the image. And then side A and B, again, that's just both. So I'm going to keep that in side A. And then the duration average and composite on origin, I usually just leave deselected. And also there's one more thing. If we just go to the logo, so if we go down to profile picture, you can see at the moment the lines are basically just touching the logo, but I'd like to have them sort of offset slightly. So if we go to the black solid and go to transform and then offset it slightly, so offset the position. Okay, not there, it's actually scale we need to do. So if we go to scale and just increase the scale slightly, I think that's perfect, and then that should be okay. So you can see at the moment that the bars don't rotate the entire way around the logo. So if we play this, you can see what I mean. Okay, so what we can do is just change the end frequency. So I'll maybe reduce it down to like 600 or so and try that again and see what it looks like. Okay, so that's a bit better. You can see that it's spread out around the entire image now. So I think I'll just leave it at that, but you can fiddle about with these settings as much as you want just to see what works for you. And that's it. Well, that's it. That's how you make an audio reactive wave spectrum. If you liked the video, please give it a like and please subscribe to my channel to see some more cool content. Thanks for watching and see you next time.